Hey nerds, you ever see a charming meme and wonder at its origin? Like, what's the story there? One of my favorites actually has a weird little mystery at its center. Did world-famous singer Lorde self-promote on controversial image board 4chan? Backing up to the meme first. When someone makes a joke in the group chat, my gut response is, oh, I am laughing. Most people don't get it, or take it literally. This meme was never massive, but it's died off even more in recent years, faded into internet lore, with not but a Know Your Meme page in remembrance. Which is a shame. Let me explain from the beginning.
Chat, and I was like, yes! And then they were like,
So, 4chan, for those who aren't familiar, is a controversial image board that's been around for almost 2 decades now. Modeled off a similar Japanese image board, 4chan is entirely anonymous. It's gone from the web's seedy underbelly to the web's underbelly out in the open. Even before 4chan was widely recognized, it was shaping internet and meme culture in massive ways, arguably more than any other site. Over the years, there have been a mountain of rumors as to which famous people secretly use 4chan. Jim Carrey, PewDiePie, William Shatner, Taylor Swift. But what's interesting about this one is it predates the person's rise to stardom. You probably first heard about Lorde sometime in 2013 or 14. That's when the New Zealand-based singer-songwriter dropped her debut studio album. There were 3 or 4 massive hits on it, beginning with Royals. And we'll never be royal. To a few dedicated lurkers of the 4chan music board MU, this hit song sounded familiar. Someone claiming to be the song's artist had actually posted a SoundCloud link to it all the way back in 2012, well before the song's widespread release and well before Lorde's international fame. I'd appreciate any feedback and criticism on a song I'm doing. Thanks. In before tits and kitchen. That last part refers to a common response once 4chan users learned a poster was a woman. Like many male-dominated internet spaces in 2012, they'd gatekeep out women with responses like tits or get the f*** off, or go back to the kitchen. Honestly, is it so difficult to believe Lorde actually posted this? She was extremely young when the song came out, like 16. Right around the average age of a 4chan poster, and her edgy, misfit style aligned with the general mindset of the site. I could see it. That being said, Lorde herself addressed the rumor with a tweet in February of 2014. Dead at people thinking I posted my music on 4chan last year, the caption I supposedly wrote in before tits and kitchen. Oh, I am laughing. There it was, and forever immortalized since. A cute bit of Kiwi slang turned into a random internet inside joke. If you didn't, well, now you know.
Uncomfortable.
It does,
I do have questions, though. Do I believe Lorde? I suppose I should. What are the alternatives? Who would have linked her relatively unknown SoundCloud before the single officially released? One theory I have is perhaps another person who worked on the song. Lorde co-wrote it with producer Joel Little. I assume there were other technicians, producers, studio musicians. If the person worked on it, on a song I'm doing, is still technically correct. But if it wasn't Lorde, the tits or kitchen part means they were impersonating her, or at least didn't feel like clarifying and properly identifying themselves. Lorde denied it once more, this time on Reddit. I'm not delusional enough to think that the 4chan audience would appreciate my music. And the story ends there. Or so I thought.
I have a few secrets on the onion rings.
I always knew the gist of this mystery, and I'd never seen more evidence either way. Until in researching this, I read more comments on that Reddit post. This user highlights another 4chan post from around the same time. It's about a different artist, American songwriter Phil Elverum. At first glance, it's just a fan geeking out, but scroll down a little and you see this comment. It implies the artist Phil Elverum is going to stay at this person's home in Dunedin. a city in New Zealand. It uses the same random picture. Wow. What does it mean? Well, if it is the same person, is it Lorde? Does she have a flat in Dunedin? Or any associations with Phil Elverum? None that I could find. So instead, this lends credence to the theory that someone other than Lorde in the music scene is our mystery poster. Someone then asked the mystery poster a follow-up question, but they never responded. Dang. Let's build a profile with what we know. Based in New Zealand, some connections to the business. What are the odds that they were a fan of Lorde before she blew up? What are the odds that they were involved in her production? I don't know. But now I do believe Lorde. Our mystery person is out there. Is it producer Joel Little? Is it just a rabid fan who was one of Lorde's 90 followers before she blew up? I'm afraid that remains a mystery. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a Lorde fan or a resident of New Zealand and have some thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments. Huge thank you to Joe Hunter for the thumbnail. Check out issue 2 of his comic Beast Heart Strikers. And to the patrons: Duns Fan, Rose, Regina, SWMan3, Darks, B. Wade, Ben Cushing, Gillian Zermer, Dominic Morrow, Laura Liu, and John Michael. Thank you, patrons. As always, I'm glad you're here.
It's very nice to see you, Jimmy.
It's always good.
I didn't expect you to have a dirty beard when I saw you again, but here we are.
How does it make you feel? Does it make me feel...
Uncomfortable.
It does, yeah. Well,